Hey, it's Greg. I just wanted to go ahead and make a real quick video about alignments because I've been doing a lot of thinking about them today. I had a conversation with somebody because he was trying to decide on what alignment he wanted to make his character. And by the way, if you're watching this video is not entirely about you. It's just when he brought up when we got in a small I guess it wasn't really an argument. It's more like a debate, I guess. I don't know. We were just like sharing our ideas on what we thought about alignment. Except my ideas come like straight out of the book and all that. So, anyways, kind of go on off point. The main reason I don't like alignments would be because that people argue over them all the time. I know they do because I've been in plenty of arguments over alignment. A lot of people will say it's one thing and someone else will say it's a different thing, and then the third guy will think it's completely different from both of those things. Like the argument I got into today, or a debate, whatever you want to call it, was about lawful evil. I was saying that just because you're lawful evil doesn't mean you're someone who manipulates laws or something like that, or you use laws to take advantage of people or something, which in some cases is true, but not always. There's different types of lawful evil. It just means that you follow rules and you're evil. That's pretty much it. And I was pretty much saying that each alignment has, they're pretty vague in a sense, because you could do a lot with a lot of alignments. And he was saying that every alignment is precise and they all mean one thing, and I don't agree with that. But that's why I want to take alignments out of my game. I was thinking about replacing it with a simpler form of alignment, just having like evil and then all the way to good, and then like having a middle spot for like neutral, and then just you gain points or something when you do something good, or you lose points when you do something evil, and then you just go back and forth, or you just go one way if you keep doing the good things. But then I just thought I was only doing it because I thought there needed to be an alignment system, and I don't think there needs to be. I think as long as you know your concept and you have good players, then it's fine. I mean, like, some people say an alignment restrains characters, or like it just prevents you from doing things, and that's not true to me. The only thing I say is that it boxes people's minds. It really boxes you in. Like, you're like, oh, I'm lawful good, so I can't do that, even though I really think I would want to. Then does your character really think it's a good idea to do that? Then do it. Just because you're a paladin doesn't mean you're not going to save your brother when he did something bad. He's your brother. I mean, like, if you can say that your character doesn't want to save your brother, that's up to you. I mean, that's up to your character, really. That's the whole point about this game, is role-playing. Like, I have an idea for a character. I plan on starting him off as a paladin, and then he refuses to be a paladin because he just doesn't agree with it. He got into it because he thought, when he was young, he was like, I want to do good. I want to help people out. So what's the best way to do that? Be a paladin. That's what he thought. He became a paladin. He realized that he didn't really like the way it worked. He didn't... This is more for a story than actual character in D&D. This was going to be a story I'm going to write based off of D&D type of things. But yeah, he became a paladin because he wanted to do good. He never wanted anybody to feel pain like he did because his family died. So he was going to try to save people, and he thought being a paladin would be the best way to do that. he started seeing corruption within you know, like the leader, the one who supposedly is like the Avatar or speaks with God or something like that, and tells us all what to do. Kind of like it was a crusade. That's what it was. He was in a crusade, and he went and he had attacked opposing factions. But one time, you know, he went to attack an opposing faction, and he realized that they had no reason to actually be there. The people that they were attacking weren't actually bad. So he refused. But by that point in my story, he was already going to be like one of the strongest. Like he was one of the more higher ranks, and you know, nobody really opposed him, but they still like shunned him and all that, of course, because he refused. But nonetheless, I'm just thinking about completely avoiding alignments from now on. But on the other hand, me as a player, I like alignments as a player because I understand them. I think they're helpful for me. I like them being there for some reason. Like when I make a character, the one I lean towards most, which is the one that I think I am kind of in real life, is chaotic good. And chaotic good to me is one of the best because you're not afraid to break the rules for what you believe is right. And I don't know, I just always saw that as a hero. I guess it's because I really like Spider-Man or something, or really like superheroes when I was a kid. But I don't know. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna avoid him so I can avoid the argument. And the only argument that can really come from saying no alignments is I want an alignment, and I'd be like, well, then write it down on your sheet. It doesn't matter to me. It's your sheet. I just don't want to have alignments in my games. And I've been doing some notes, writing down notes and stuff like that, because in the future I want to create my own game, and I've already started some stuff on it, but I'm not going to jump the gun and start creating it immediately. I'm just taking down notes. I'm starting to play other games. I'm starting to look into games that I've never heard of. Like, I didn't know Dragon Age had an RPG out for tabletop, but I started looking at that, and I'm actually going to buy it soon. It looks really fun. So yeah, what do y'all think about alignments, and also what RPGs do you think are a must for me to look into? And don't send me anything that's not fantasy, because when it comes to movies, I can watch things that aren't fantasy, but when it comes to like books and tabletop games and stuff like that, I kind of have to stick to fantasy, because if it's something I'm going to be dedicated to or dedicated to finishing, it's got to be fantasy. It's just, I've been that way since I was a kid. I've always liked fantasy-based things, you know. I guess you can blame Disney on that. You know, Disney's always based around magic. I've always loved magic. So, magic over technology, in my opinion. So yeah, kind of just trailing off. Sorry, I don't even know how long this video is. But peace, guys. Happy gaming.